Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Ask KRFI. My name's Simon Cockerill, I'm the Head of Sales for Kent Reliance, and I'm here today to answer the topical questions that have been sent in to us. Okay, so this is a really commonly asked question that of submitted cases into Kent Reliance of what should be submitted. So what you'll find is initially when you submit the application to us that you get a list of documents that are required. What I would point out is that you need to expand that list to see the full amount, but also within that make sure you complete the direct debit mandate, the application declaration and also the insurance declaration as well. In addition to that, what I'd also suggest that we do is just highlight the fact that if there's something complex about the case, then you should submit a separate note in so that we can see that at underwriting stage and that the underwriter sees the full picture, especially if there's something that you feel is particularly complex within that as well. And of course, for your portfolio landlords, just make sure that you submit all of the extra documentation that are needed for that, including the cash flow, the business plan, the assets and liability statements. And finally, also, if you've got any questions around this, please speak to your BDM. They're more than happy to talk to you about what is needed on submission and to make sure that the journey through to application is fully completed and also as easy as possible for you. Okay, so the benefits of manual underwriting are that you will get the same underwriter right the way through from the agreement in principle through to the offer, and therefore there's a nice bit of consistency there for you as the broker. What I'd also suggest on manual underwriting is that we're seeing more and more cases now that have some element of complex background to them, and within that obviously it helps that one person is dealing with those cases all the way through, whether it's an HMO, an expat case, or even a complex income on a residential case. We've also just recently produced some underwriting guides that are available on the website, so make sure you check those out and have a look through those to help you through the process. TCC, or Transactional Credit Committee as it's actually known internally, is a real benefit of what we do here at Kent Reliance. So what you'll find is if your client has got a large portfolio of cases with us and therefore they've got a high exposure to Kent Reliance, or indeed if you're doing a larger loan, then that will go through what is called our Transactional Credit Committee, or TCC. They meet twice weekly, so you never have to wait too long for a decision back on that. And the benefit of this is that it's dealt with by some of the highest stakeholders within the business that are able to make decisions on those cases. One of the benefits of TCC, of course, is that you can actually talk early doors to the BDM about a case to make sure that it goes through TCC before submission, and that actually helps with surety from your perspective as the broker to get that case through to offer as quick as possible. So we're always trying to keep right at the forefront of everything that's happening out there in the market and areas that we are specialists in. So we take feedback very regularly from brokers in the field to tell us a little bit where we're different to some of the other lenders out there and where we might be missing out on some extra business. One of the recent changes that we've just implemented very recently is around the simplification of the interest cover ratios that we use. And that's gone down really well so far, so that's one of the first things that we've introduced in 2018. But we're always looking to change things. Now when we do, what we tend to do is we tend to put that information out on social media, so make sure that you are following our accounts on both LinkedIn and Twitter to get the most latest updates on what we're changing. That's about it for today on this episode of Ask KRFI. Please keep your questions coming in. It's really useful to hear what questions you'd like answering out there. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube to our KRFI TV channel.